will never forget that night. It started quietly, with the usual sounds of our modest home. My daughter Mia playing with her toys, the soft hum of the refrigerator, and the faint ticking of the wall clock. But in a heartbeat, everything changed. Mia's high-pitched sobs pierced the air. She was trembling, clutching my sleeve, her little voice breaking as she begged, "Don't hurt us. Please, don't hurt us." I froze. My heart sank. What had happened? Who could be threatening us? I held her close, trying to calm her down, my mind racing with fear and confusion. Earlier that evening, I had received a series of intimidating phone calls from a man whose voice dripped with menace. He claimed that my family owed a debt, one I had never heard of. The caller warned that if it wasn't paid immediately, there would be consequences. I had no money, no contacts, and no idea how to protect my little girl. My hands shook as I tried to think, trying to reassure Mia that everything would be okay. But deep down, I knew I was powerless. Her sobs grew louder, filling the room with a sound I would never forget. She clung to me, eyes wide with terror, tiny fingers digging into my shirt. "Mama says, please," she whispered, tears streaking her face. "I don't want them to hurt us." I had no words to soothe her. How could I? I had no protection, no solution. I felt helpless for the first time in my life. The night stretched endlessly. Each shadow seemed to carry a threat. Each sound made me flinch. My mind was racing, thinking of every possible escape, every way to keep her safe. Then, just as the tension in the room reached its peak, there was a sudden knock at the door. A loud, commanding knock that made us both jump. I hesitated, heart pounding. Who could it be at this hour? Before I could answer, the door burst open. A tall man, dressed in an expensive suit, stormed into the room. His presence was immediate and overwhelming, powerful, commanding, and unmistakably angry. It was him, her father, a millionaire she had never spoken much about. I had only met him briefly when Mia was very young. He was distant, a busy man who rarely involved himself in her life. His fortune was vast, the kind most people could only dream of. But he had always promised to protect her. And tonight, he was here to do exactly that. He looked around the room, taking in Mia's tear-streaked face, the tense posture of her mother, and the faint traces of fear in the air. Then his eyes landed on me, and his voice boomed, "What the hell is going on here? Who dares threaten my daughter?" The man's authority was palpable. I felt a wave of relief, but also fear. I had no idea how far his wrath could reach. Between sobs, Mia tried to explain. "Daddy, they said they'd hurt us if we didn't pay." Her father's eyes narrowed. He turned to me. "Tell me everything. I want every detail." I recounted the calls, the threats, the fear that had gripped our home. His face darkened with anger, his jaw tightening. "Do you have any idea who I am?" he demanded of the caller, though I was sure he didn't even need to speak to them for them to understand the consequences. Within minutes, the tension shifted. The threats no longer felt real, not with him in the room. His presence alone radiated power. He immediately contacted his security team, traced the calls, and ensured the danger would never reach us again. Meanwhile, Mia clung to him, hiding her small face in his chest. Her sobs gradually softened into quiet sniffles. I watched in awe. This man, who I had only ever seen from a distance, became her protector in an instant. Once the immediate danger passed, he turned to me and Mia, his voice gentler now, but still firm. "No one will ever hurt you again. Not in this house, not while I'm alive. He knelt down to Mia's level, brushing her hair from her tear-streaked face. You're safe now, sweetheart. Never be afraid to call me. No one, no matter how big or dangerous, can harm you if I know about it. Mia looked up at him, eyes wide with awe and relief. For the first time that night, she smiled. That night, the millionaire father stayed at our home, ensuring everything was secure. He even shared a small meal with us, trying to normalize the evening after the chaos. Over dinner, Mia's tiny hands rested on his. I could see the love she had for him, even after years of distance, fear, and uncertainty. He apologized for not being there sooner, for the times he had been absent in her life. But he promised that from now on, he would protect and support her, no matter what. As I tucked Mia into bed that night, I realized how fragile life could be. One moment, we were terrified, helpless, and alone. The next, we were safe, protected, and reassured. All because someone, powerful and responsible, chose to intervene. I understood, more than ever, the importance of family, not just the blood we share, but the love, care, and protection we give one another. Mia whispered as she drifted off to sleep. I'm so glad Daddy came. I love him. I smiled, holding her hand gently. We're safe now, sweetheart. And that's all that matters. The following days were peaceful. Mia's father ensured our safety, and our family grew closer because of the ordeal. Mia learned a lesson in trust and the importance of reaching out when in danger. I learned that sometimes life throws unimaginable challenges our way, but help can come from the most unexpected places. And above all, I learned that true strength lies not in wealth alone, but in using it to protect, nurture, and support those we love. Fear may strike at any moment, but courage and protection from those who truly care can overcome it. True power isn't in money or status. It's in responsibility, love, and the ability to protect your family. Thank you so much for watching this story till the end. I hope you enjoyed it and maybe even learned something from it. If you'd like to hear more stories like this, full of life lessons, drama, and emotions, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you'll never miss an update. Your support means the world, and it helps me keep bringing you more inspiring and unforgettable stories. Stay tuned, because more amazing stories are on the way.